I'm not sure how I feel about this Toy Story 5 theory that explains how Woody returns after Toy Story 4's ending. The Toy Story franchise will continue expanding now with Toy Story 5, which has already sparked various theories about the plot and how Woody, voiced by Tom Hanks, will return, but there's one in particular that I don't know how I feel about. Toy Story was the movie that marked the beginning of Pixar's reign in the field of animation, and it's also the studio's biggest, most popular, and most profitable franchise. The Toy Story franchise covers TV shows, TV specials, short films, spin-offs, lots of merch, and 4 movies, with a 5th currently in development. At the end of Toy Story 4, the group of toys that fans had come to know and love changes completely. Woody, feeling he no longer has a place with Bonnie and the rest, decides to stay with Bo Peep and become a lost toy, helping other toys find a home. Meanwhile, Buzz, Tim Allen, Jessie, and the rest return home with Bonnie, marking the end of an era in the story of Woody and Buzz. However, Toy Story 5 is bringing them back, sparking various theories on how this will happen, including one that, while possible, makes me wonder if it could work. There will be a new Woody in Toy Story 5 theory explained. What's known about the plot of Toy Story 5 is that it will see Buzz, Woody, Jessie, and the rest of the toys reuniting as they face their biggest threat to date, technology. With the rise of tablets, cell phones, and more, kids are now more entertained by these new objects than their toys, and among those kids is Bonnie. In addition to that, it has been revealed that Toy Story 5 will see Jessie in danger, and Buzzy's story is full of intrigue. Woody's character story is over, thus the Woody scene in Toy Story 5 will be a new one. The biggest question, however, continues to be how and why Woody will reunite with his old friends after his decision at the end of Toy Story 4, and a Reddit theory offers a possibility that might not appeal to all fans of the saga. The theory says that, because of Woody's decision in Toy Story 4 to stay with Bo Peep and the others, his character's story is over, thus the Woody scene in Toy Story 5 will be a new one. The author suggests the new Woody will be like Buzz in the first movie and will be convinced that he's an actual cowboy. The author suggests that Woody dolls will be sold again, though they don't offer a possible explanation for that. And with Bonnie no longer having Andy's former favorite toy, she will get a new Woody, who will still be voiced by Tom Hanks. Buzz and the rest will be happy to see Woody back until they realize it's not their old friend. To make it worse but more entertaining at the same time, the author suggests the new Woody will be like Buzz in the first movie and will be convinced that he's an actual cowboy. This would be interesting to watch as Buzz in the first movie, while truly believing he was a real space ranger, always felt like the hero, but that might not be the case for Woody. Cowboy Sheriff Woody could be more serious, or could even go on a more detective-like route, which hasn't really been seen in the world of Toy Story. As frustrating as this will be for the other toys, it can come in handy given that Jessie will be in danger. Toy Story 5 introducing a new Woody would avoid retconning Toy Story 4's ending. With Toy Story 4 giving closure to Woody and Buzzy's story together, the fear now is that Toy Story 5 will retcon this by bringing Woody back. A new Woody in Toy Story 5 would not only give a fresh spin to the character and show a completely different side of him, but it would avoid retconning the ending of Toy Story 4. When the 4th Toy Story movie was announced, the main concern among fans was that it would undo Toy Story 3's perfect ending, with some fearing it would be retconned. Luckily, this wasn't the case, but with Toy Story 4 giving closure to Woody and Buzzy's story together, the fear now is that Toy Story 5 will retcon this by bringing Woody back. Woody was wise enough to know his job as a children's toy had ended, but that his friends remained and they should stay with Bonnie. The bright side of this is that Woody found a new purpose with Bo Peep and the Lost Toys, and if his story is meant to continue, it should be in his new role with his new group. A new Woody in Toy Story 5 would avoid messing and retconning Toy Story 4's ending, and would make space for a new yet familiar character. I don't think a new Woody is the best way to bring him back for Toy Story 5. The theory of a new Woody in Toy Story 5 makes sense, but I don't think it's the best way to bring the beloved cowboy back. I like the theory's idea of the new Woody believing he's a real cowboy and sheriff, but that would be repetitive as it's pretty much Buzzy's storyline from the first movie. In addition to that, the new Woody would have to build a connection with Buzz and the rest, and there's already a lot happening in Toy Story 5 to even have the time for the creation of new bonds between the main characters. A new Woody would obviously draw comparisons with the original one, risking the new Woody not being well received by the audience, especially if he's the complete opposite of the old Woody. There's also the leadership dynamic in the world of Toy Story, as now that Woody is gone, Buzz is now the new leader of the toys, but he hasn't even had a movie as such. A new Woody would challenge this, with either him taking over as the old Woody did or the audience not receiving the new dynamic well. Why Toy Story 5's Woody is most likely the one from the previous movies. As interesting and potentially exciting as the theory is, I don't think Toy Story 5 would risk introducing a new Woody. Toy Story 5 is arriving at a time when the franchise's main characters are firmly established, and just as there can't be another movie without both Woody and Buzz, there can't be a new Woody. There really hasn't been anything in the little information revealed about Toy Story 5 that suggests a new Woody will be introduced, and one of the concept images actually supports the old Woody's return. The image shows Bonnie under a blanket, entertained by an iPad, with some of the toys looking at her, specifically Slinky, Rex, Woody, Ham, Jessie, Bullseye, Buzz, and Forky. All the toys look sad and worried that Bonnie has changed them for an iPad, and I don't think a new Woody, like in the theory, would have the same worries as the rest of the toys. It's to be seen how and why Woody will reunite with his old friends in Toy Story 5, but I doubt it will be a brand new Woody.